When Jake fell in the water, he was fully clothed, heavy pants, heavy sweatshirt, socks, shoes.
I see my baby floating in the water.
About 5 months after he had passed away is when our daughter Julia started the ISR lessons. And after seeing her in these lessons for a couple weeks and just seeing how amazing they were, we really just realized, like, wow, this needs to be available to everybody. You know, this could have saved Jake's life.
Infant Swimming Resource teaches infants and young children between the ages of 6 months and 6 years survival swimming skills. So we teach them what to do if they were to make their way to the water alone.
So the Live Like Jake Foundation is dedicated to saving lives. Our true mission is to end childhood drowning, to prevent this from happening. That's the first step, preventing it from happening.
It's preventable. It's 100% preventable.
It can happen to anybody, no matter how much you watch your child, because you really can't have an eye on your child 24 hours a day.
So it's hard not to let the guilt eat us up, because we could have prevented it in several ways.
But the reality of the situation is I watch my child as best I can, but I take showers, I sleep at night, I cook meals. There are things that I do that take my attention away from my child, even for a moment, and that moment is all that it takes.
Oh, fun.
I am one of those parents that watches my kids like a hawk, and it still happened to us.
So when we think about those layers of protection, we have to start with what are the ways that he can escape my supervision, even for a moment, and gain access to water. And so we look at ISR skills as the final layer of protection. You need all of the other layers. It doesn't replace having a fence, it doesn't replace having an alarm, it doesn't replace locking all the doors. It certainly could never replace supervision. But we know that those layers, even when you have everything in place, aren't always enough.
In just under 2 years, we have provided over 400 scholarships in 16 states. And we have also helped dozens of families financially and emotionally that have either lost a child or have a child with critical care needs.
So knowing Carrie and knowing her foundation and knowing what it represents, that's what I do. I became an advocate for ISR swimming. You should see me at even the public pools. I'm talking to the moms and I'm giving them Carrie's information. I'm writing down Live Like Jake and I'm telling them about the scholarships and how it helps and how important it is.
Your heart is shattered into a million pieces when you lose a child, and you never feel like it's ever gonna come back together. But with time, it does heal just a little bit every day. We push the pain aside and just truly feel like this is our mission, you know, to make sure people understand this program that's out there. And swim lessons, they're just a necessity.